CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, August 24th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Well, Tropical Storm Harvey, which has been pinballing around the Caribbean, looks set to strengthen back into a hurricane, and it's going to strike Texas. It's going to be the first hurricane to strike Texas since 2008. It's expected to become a hurricane by tomorrow, Friday, according to the Hurricane Center. Weather Underground people in Michigan are saying they expect a Category 1 hurricane at landfall, but they cannot rule out a Category 2. Heavy rainfall is expected to spread across portions of south, central, and eastern Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley starting tomorrow through early next week, causing life-threatening flooding. The Gulf Coast is the home to nearly 30 refineries, making up about 7 million barrels a day of refining capacity, or about a third of the U.S. total. It's in the path of the expected heavy rainfall, and flooding does pose risks. The oil companies have begun to make moves insofar as evacuating offshore platforms. ExxonMobil said it's cutting output at its Hoover production platform in the Gulf of Mexico. Royal Dutch Shell has shut production at its Perdido platform and evacuated the facility. Anadarko Petroleum said that it's removing non-essential staff from production facilities in the Gulf of Mexico. And Cheniere Energy has activated its severe weather team at its Sabine Pass liquefied natural gas export terminal in Louisiana. Seas along the coastline could rise as much as 7 feet. Parts of Texas are going to get as much as 25 inches of rain. Typhoon Hato, which hit Macau, Hong Kong, and southern China yesterday, is expected to cause about $1 billion in economic damage in Hong Kong alone. Much of that will be insured. Hato is now moving toward inland China and is losing strength and becoming a tropical storm. Here's an interesting problem. European aviation safety authorities have issued an emergency directive for operators of the Airbus A350-900 long-haul planes to upload a software fix to prevent potential overheating of the hydraulic system and a risk of explosion. Airbus has delivered over 100 of the planes so far. They're flown by airlines such as Lufthansa, Singapore Air, Cathay Pacific, and Qatar Airways. The European Safety Agency said that an overheat failure mode of a hydraulic pump could cause temperatures of the hydraulic fluid to rise fast, which, if interacting with gasoline on board, could lead to an explosion. India appears to be in the grip of a swine flu outbreak, with almost 1,100 recorded deaths over the past 8 months. The last 3 weeks have seen the highest number of fatalities, with 342 people dead. A total of 22,186 cases have been reported across the country. It seems to be mostly focused in the western part of the country, with the western state of Maharashtra the worst affected, following closely behind by neighboring Gujarat. The United Nations is investigating reports of a Saudi-led airstrike on a hotel near Sanya, Yemen, yesterday that killed at least 41 people. Houthi rebels apparently were the target of the air raid, which hit a hotel popular with them apparently in the Arab district about 18 miles north of Sanya. Local residents said that the Saudi planes, which control Yemen's airspace, carried out a so-called double tap strike, first striking the hotel and then a gate leading to the building. Over 10,000 people have been killed in Yemen since the fighting began between the Saudi-backed Yemeni government and the Houthi rebels. A boat carrying about 70 people has sunk on a major river in northern Brazil, leaving at least 10 dead and approximately 45 others missing. The sinking occurred in the state of Para on the Xingu River. The boat sank late Tuesday. News of the sinking are just reaching the press now. Local newspapers are saying that the vessel left Monday night from the city of Santarém and was heading to Vitória de Xingu. Travel by river is common in Para, one of Brazil's northern states. It's in the middle of the Amazon rainforest and has few roads. A study by the University of Maryland's Global Terrorism Database indicates that Western Europe accounted for less than 1% of the 34,676 people killed in terror attacks in 2016. The report said that Western Europe suffered 269 out of a total of 13,488 attacks and 0.7% of the victims, 238 killed out of 34,676. Attacks killed 19,121 people in North Africa and the Middle East, about 55% of the total. Iraq alone suffered 9 of the 11 deadliest attacks, including the worst attack of the year, when an explosive-laden truck outside a Baghdad shopping center in Karata killed 382 people. In South Asia, Pakistan was the worst affected country, with more than 1,100 people killed, while in sub-Saharan Africa, the attacks were concentrated mainly in Nigeria and Somalia. The study did say that Western Europe is in fact leading the world in one sector, and that is the use of vehicles as weapons, ramming into crowded packs of civilians. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.